As you may or may not be aware, Chessington World of Adventures here in the UK is very much rumoured and pretty much confirmed to be building a brand new Minecraft themed area with an old rethemed ride, a new immersive experience and a huge new indoor roller coaster. And recently even more plans have been uncovered for this area and the ride, which as you'll see in this video you can now uncover a lot of different things about it all, including some of what might be inside the ride building. So today we are going to go through the entire set of plans that have been released, seeing what some of the hidden things in the project might be, and using the unknown boundaries of my genius, we might even try our best to work out what is actually the layout of this new roller coaster. But knowing me, I will probably get this completely wrong, so we can look back in 2 years and laugh at me, but I will try the best I can. So make sure you watch till the end so you can see the final result. And whilst you're here as well, please be sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We're on the run to 100,000 subscribers now, so if you want to help towards that goal, it'd be greatly appreciated. So then, the Chessington World of Adventures Resort. Is it a resort? I know Towers is a resort without spa now, and Thorpe Park isn't, but yeah, Chessington World of Adventures have been investing quite a lot into the park recently. We saw a load of different investments, especially with the World of Jumanji last year. And now it seems like these investments are getting even bigger with the introduction of the World of Minecraft. I don't know if it's going to be called that, but considering it was World of Jumanji, it wouldn't surprise me. This new area will be situated where Wild Asia is, and also the Explorer Glamping as well. That's going, oh no! And they're basically going to start afresh because they're pretty much flattening the whole thing, except from one ride, and building up this brand new Minecraft themed area with 2 new rides, including an indoor roller coaster. But we know that already, so we need to look into these new plans that have come out. And before this video, I've been briefly scrolling through them, and I can't lie, there's a lot of interesting stuff that even I didn't know. The first of those things being where this area could have gone had it not replaced Wild Asia. Because as you can see, I'm going to basically use this video as like a PowerPoint presentation, because look, I'm scrolling up and down on these different files. It is public access before you kill me, and I thought it'd be better to look through them in real time rather than just like editing photos over. So but as you can see, site selection. Now this is quite interesting because if I scroll down from here, you'll see that there is actually the new land entrance and sort of area anyway over by where the Chessington Zoo was. So obviously they clearly thought about putting it there, which is really interesting actually, because obviously the zoo has been rumoured to just completely go at some point, and this shows that they were thinking about it. So yeah, interesting stuff. Scrolling down, you have the main area as well. Oh, hang on, that had Land of the Tiger in it as well, where Tiger Rock is. Geez, they were going to get rid of that. Big Rock Tiger would not have been happy. But yeah, due to various reasons, they then chose just the entire area of Wild Asia, which I think will work well enough. Maybe one day they'll extend it out to Land of the Tiger and turn it into Land of the Ocelot. But yeah, you can see there are so many different plans here, like loads of different like analysis areas of like demolition and stuff. And this one's quite interesting because as you can see, we are getting Cobra, the Zamperla Disco, not a cred by the way, back on the new area. So it's actually just going to move a few meters backwards. And we sort of already knew that, but the store and reuse signs seem to surround Monkey Swinger and the Dodgems. So whether that means reuse on the site itself, so Chessington, they're not just going to whack Monkey Swinger back in the middle of the Minecraft land eventually, but whether they make a new area in the future and sort of bring Monkey Swinger over, or I guess they could store it and reuse it as Alton Towers in a different area. Bring back Twirling Toadstool, please. And a lot of the other stuff is just getting demolished. As you can see, the sort of lined ones, so Temple of Mayhem and the Lorikeet Lagoon bit over here, that's all being completely wiped out. Not the Lorikeets, obviously, because they're moving to the Wanyama Reserve, luckily. But yeah, like the market, the Explorer's Outpost, all disappearing, which is very interesting. But let's actually take a look now at the new plans for this area. And as you can see, we have an introduction to where it's going to be. So as you can see again there, whatever, all road links. Wow, little timeline of what's going on. Still scrolling down, what's going on. Oh, we're getting Frozen Land and Tornado Springs and a Crystal Maze experience. But no, those are all reference images. So project brief here, as you can see, we're getting a main ride, flat ride, food and beverage offer, immersive indoor ride. Please do not bring Black Mirror Labyrinth in there. A playscape and retail and obviously like landscaping and stuff. Anything else? Getting the Disney Castle. And yeah, this is where we get to the actual models and sort of planning for that ride and area now. Because as you can see, we have various different angles of where like theming's going to be, the buildings, the coaster, over here as well, that's a bird's eye view. And what I'm about to show you is the first look of the immersive ride experience. And it's not a very good look because, well, it doesn't show too much. It's just a box with a queue around it. But that is where that ride experience will be, of course. I don't know what's going to happen in there. It says it's going to be heavily themed and you might be able to get a sneak peek from the outside and stuff. So whether it's going to be, I don't know, in a cave in Minecraft, or it might just be a really like sensory, dark, flat ride type thing. I don't know. I mean, looking at these two things on the screen right now, they look pretty cool. If it's themed like that, then it doesn't really fit into Minecraft, but I would enjoy that nonetheless. Here's a look at the rethemed Cobra ride right here. It's going to have a new center to it. There's some kiosks outside and the secondary land portal. So where you used to walk in from Land of the Tiger, that will now go underneath the main hump of the ride, which I think is quite cool actually. I think I prefer that because originally it was just the queue underneath. Wow. But now, yeah, that's going to be the secondary land portal entrance, and of course the ride entrance on the right as well. Very unique look for Cobra. And here is that bird's eye view right here. But something you might notice, which I don't think they really thought about when they made this, is this plan clearly shows what that immersive indoor ride experience is probably going to be. Which to me looks like a generic teacups ride, so I don't know. Maybe it's teacups, or it could be Steve Cups. And on the files, there's this image of people building. And guess what they are building? The brand new roller coaster. Right here in front of us now. I mean, that building and the sort of things to the left and right, it's massive. But this is only the first floor of all of these buildings. So if they have a second floor, like the ride building does, then it is sadly not in this image. But we'll get to that in a minute. Because as you can see, you will have the entrance to the ride right down here in the center of this little turnaround outside, and whatever that theming thing is.
I am gone.
But yeah, that queue line will enter in right there and you'll go straight into the building on that ground floor and follow this cattle pen queue, which is a bit upsetting. I know cattle pen queues are supposed to be very compact because you have a lack of space, but yeah, they're not amazing to queue in. And then you'll actually head up some stairs outside the building this time and go above this area here. I probably should just turn to the second plan. Yeah, let me do that. So yeah, you go up those stairs over the top of the ride and sort of over the top of the area, really. You're going to get a really nice view of just Minecraft. And then you're going to head into what seems to be the lockers and that sort of room there before you head into the station. Now, we may just be looking at this from a bird's eye view, but hang on a minute. Oh yeah. As you can see, you will enter the bag drop and then go through onto the coaster platform. And when you get off the ride from the exit on the sort of other side of the station, you'll go underneath and then go round into that bag drop to collect your bags, funnily enough. But this is, other than that outdoor section, the first time we get to see the actual coaster track itself. And I actually need to bring up something quickly, because a lot like that immersive experience thing that just got completely leaked by themselves in an alternate plan, they've actually gone and revealed what the manufacturer of the ride is in another plan. Because as it says, the building will employ a simultaneous evacuation philosophy and escape provisions have been determined considering the risk profile. Oh my god, there's so many big words. And the proposed fire detection and voice alarm systems. Means of escape for occupants on the roller coaster are being developed further with the designer / manufacturer Intamin. And that is great to have confirmation of, because we pretty much knew it was Intamin anyway. So to have it confirmed, thank you, council. But either way, of course, we know that this station is now existing, and we know the ride takes a right turn out of that station. You can see the operator room up there. That's why I sort of believe it goes right out of there rather than going this way. That's probably stupid, but I don't know. And if I am going to mock this up eventually, then I guess we should start drawing it. So it obviously takes a right turn out there. There's your ride. And goes out there. I'm assuming, if I'm saying that's the start of the ride, this must be a brake run, and it sort of looks like it. Oh, there's actually a gap in the wall. That gap in the wall, that can only mean one thing. If that is the brake run, then the ride probably goes through that, let's be honest. So, yeah, there's quite a few gaps in the walls, actually. So it must... Oh, I don't know, man. Now, as much as I have just sat there and said, I don't know, man, I proceeded to spend at least 30 to 40 minutes going through the different plans and trying to mock out a plan layout just to see what it could be like. And I created various different ones. I had one that just had like loads of helixes and was a bit over the top, one that was a little bit shorter, and another that was even shorter than that one. And I did say that that one would be way too short, and I was kind of hoping that the longer version would be the one we get. But the usual suspects that we always say, find everything first, managed to find a document in these plans that literally has the layout drawn right there. Much like the immersive experience one, did a good job hiding that. So yeah, I don't even have to predict the layout because it's literally there. Although I was pretty close with my one, but there was one error here or there. So let's actually go through a drawn plan that I've made of the actual version of the layout. So as you can clearly see, this is the layout. Now, obviously, it's quite low quality. You can see it's sort of dipping in and under the queue line, which is on the first floor. So it doesn't really make sense. But if I take this layer away, as you can see, we are left with the drawn version that I have made. And I mostly based this off the original plan that I made when I was recording this video before this got leaked. So the ride begins with a turn out of the station this way into a little S-curve, which will probably have some sort of show scene, and then it goes into a switch track right here. I thought this might have been a turntable, but clearly not. It then launches off into that spike, comes back, and then goes round this way instead of back where you came from, because that'd be the shortest ride ever, and goes into this turntable drop room, which on the plans again, as you can see, literally just looks like some weird crossover between the two. And I would imagine because it's on the same floor that the ride starts on, there's going to have to be a turntable drop. So it's not actually just going to be a flat turntable. It's going to do what this Planet Coaster 2 one does, where it ends on a slope. If that makes any sense. Also, yeah, 1,000 likes and I will remake this ride in Planet Coaster 2, because now we basically know what it does. It then launches straight down all the way outside, where it's going to be raised and towards the ground in certain sections. Like that. Comes back in, goes over the spike, I would imagine, and then goes round this helix here. It's not even a helix, it just goes sort of a round turn over itself again and into the brake run. So as much as we sort of said in that previous bit, this bit would be really short if it was just one turn. It seems to be just one turn, as you can see on here. But I mean, there probably will be some theming structure in the center of that, and there probably will still be a fun ride, because you're going to be spinning the whole time. It's a multi-dimension coaster after all. And as much as I do wish this stayed a secret, it kind of was their own fault, because you could still see this on their plans. Hopefully that doesn't happen to Horizon, if that's still going ahead. I am genuinely surprised with how close I managed to get my prediction, but as you can see, that is the full layout, and I hope you did enjoy this coverage and video of all of it. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss future videos, and yeah, 1,000 likes and I'll make the ride in Planet Coaster 2.